Good evening. I hope everybody's well and I hope everybody's happy and enjoying this beautiful weekend we've been having here in the UK. Wow, it's been really warm. I think when I checked the car temperature earlier on, outside temperature was something like about 23, 24 degrees and getting warmer. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be really warm as well, but hey, I'm not a weatherman, eh? You know, anything can coach. We can have 4 seasons in one day in this country, can't we? So where am I tonight? Well, I'm in the kitchen, just getting ready to go out. I've been a really busy day today. I've got a couple of jobs on this evening. The nature of one of my jobs is that the hours can be a little bit unsocial, so yes, I'm working tonight as it is Saturday night and getting ready tomorrow to go down to the UK Knife Show, which is being held down at a new location, I believe, down at a place called Thornbury, which is sort of southwest around the Bristol area. So yeah, tonight I'm working. Tomorrow I was planning to sort of come back tonight and then go down first thing in the morning. Because of the drive and because of what time I'm going to finish tonight, the decision was made that I'm actually going to go down tonight, which is about 150-160 mile drive for where I live, and I'm going to be doing a car camp. So, you know, I don't think it's pretty much me worth videoing that. You might get a bit of footage a little bit later on, but there's no sort of tent or basher or tarp or any sort of thing like that, so it's probably going to be incredibly boring. But there is enough space in there for my get home bag as always, but precious little space. The car is really packed out. I've got my coffee, I've got my water, I've got all my hygiene stuff and everything, so I'm not going to be Mr. Stinky to walking around tomorrow. And I've had my dinner this evening, so that's one less amount of stuff I've got to carry. So just a few snacks for tomorrow, coffee for breakfast, hygiene kit, jungle sleeping bag. It's just going to go over me. I've taken my softy jacket as well, just in case it gets a bit cold. Don't think it is it really? 25 degrees it is out there at the moment, and it's getting on towards sort of 7 o'clock in the evening. Really, I could have gone first thing tomorrow morning, but I think by the time I get back tonight, it's going to be 12, maybe 1 o'clock. By the time I leave tomorrow, I'm going to have to be leaving at probably about, I'd guess around about 6:30, 20 past 6 in the morning to get there for 9 o'clock. You know, I'm not going to be doing that. It is a Sunday after all, so my thoughts are I'll go down tonight, get the sort of break the back of the journey, and then I'm all fresh when I'm down there. First time going to the knife show. Anybody who sort of Google it, I'll try and put the link or something down here, but it's been sort of widely publicised. There's all sorts of various knife makers down there. Whether or not I'll come back with anything, I don't know. We'll see what happens, and I hope I can get some footage for tomorrow. But obviously I'm not going to be wandering around with a camera if it's not welcome, so we'll see what happens. You might see me a bit later on this evening. You might see a little bit of the car camp, or alternatively you might just see me at some point tomorrow with a bit of a follow-up. So I'll catch you soon, guys. Right, roll on. I finished doing what needed to be done this evening, and I am now making port to start the long drive down south, and I think I'll probably get there, according to the sat-nav, it's going to be between around about 2:30, 2:45, maybe 3 o'clock by the time I get down there. So I've got my coffee on the go. Anybody who's watching this who thinks, well, hang on, this is ridiculous, he's been working and now he's doing his drive. I did actually have some early nights, some sleep this afternoon as well, so I'm perfectly safe to drive, and I wouldn't, if I did feel tired, I wouldn't even attempt to continue. I would stop. So that's just the little guidance thing there. Anyway, I will catch you later.
You won't be entered, but you may still be charged. You must be 18 or over.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be calling it these ones. Leave that. Right, feel good weekend. I suppose I better go to the next service area, which I think is Michael Wood. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the moon. Jeez, seen it all the way down there. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. Wow. incredible. Well, I hope these ones are open. Oh, this is looking a bit more promising.
The world's #1 job site. World's #1 job site according to Comscore total visits March 2017.
So what's the best thing about Studley Grange? The butterfly.
For life. It's
Oh, thank goodness for that. It's open.
From 250.
Well, I've managed to find it so this is open, which is just as well, because when you need to stop, you need to stop, eh? Time now is 3 AM. It's 2:58 to be exact. Arrival time, according to my sat-nav, is 3:14. To the little area where I'm going to be stopping, and I've got just over 7 miles to go, 7.5 miles. So I'm going to go inside and get myself sorted out, and I will be back soon. Good morning. Well, what a beautiful morning out here. Didn't actually manage to sleep too badly last night, to be fair. Nice and warm, just kept my fleece on, put it over me during the night, and started getting a bit chilly, so did that, but I didn't even need a sleeping bag or anything like that. As you can see, I'm not in any sort of woods, because basically I just dumped the car down on this little industrial estate, and dust here, and I'm going to go get a few things done, and then I'm going to make my way off to the UK knife show, which is the reason why I'm making a big journey down here today. So I'm going to get myself a coffee. I've got my flasks with me, and get a few things sorted, and then make a move. Goodness me, I sound blurry when I haven't had a coffee, don't I? Well, it's a good idea that I brought the flasks with me, because I think the nearest place I could probably get a coffee is about 5 miles that way, and you know, what's the point when you can have this little mug full of coffee, flask full of coffee, rather than having to get up in the morning and without the required caffeine, then I have to start finding some sheeple fast food restaurant where you can buy a cup of coffee and spend money when I don't like spending money. That's actually a lie, I do spend money, don't I, but not on stuff when I can have something like that and have it all ready. And fair play to the flask. The coffee was made last night at about 6 o'clock this evening, and it is still tingly on the lips when I'm drinking it now, even decanting it from one to the other. With regards to filming the kit, well, that might be a little bit difficult, seeing as my get home bag is wedged down there, and in truth I haven't used any of it. And what did I have in there? My softy jacket, didn't need that. My jungle sleeping bag, didn't need that. Little radio I bought with me just so I didn't run the batteries down on the car, didn't need that. First aid kit, luckily I haven't needed that. Hygiene kit I did use. Not the most interesting thing in the world, but hey ho, for posterity. Hygiene kit. All I've got in there is toothbrush, toothpaste, wet wipes, tissue, hand sanitizer. Oops. I stopped off at the service area on the way down, and wash and a bit of a quick change the important areas, and that just saved having to mess around trying to do this in the morning, because from where I'm sat here on this industrial estate, there was a little woodland area up there, but obviously I don't want to be wandering around doing that sort of thing in the morning. It's too public, isn't it? So be realistic, and that's been sorted. Obviously I've got the flasks with me there. I had a good good dinner last night, or tea last night if you will, so I've got a couple of snacks when I get there. I'm not really hungry, so that's one less thing to have to sort out. It's easy just to drive down and find a place, and now look at it, you know, it's just gone 8 o'clock in the morning. The show opens at 9 o'clock, so I've got an hour to basically finish what I need to do here and drive the 2 mile up the road to Thornbury Leisure Centre, where the show is being held. All the people are there this year in terms of the sort of the knife makers. I don't know, as I say, if I'm going to buy anything. It'd be silly not to if there's an opportunity. It's 10 o'clock and I am now out of the knife show, and we have an envelope, so I will just get back to the car. I'll do a little unveiling and I'll show you what I bought. Well, back in the car now. Goodness me, it is very, very warm, and it was very warm as well in that hall. Forgive the lack of filming. There might be a couple of stills I can put up, but as you can probably appreciate, I didn't want to wander around there with the camera on the go. It's a knife show, so there's plenty of I think it's footage online. I saw Scott from Wessex Blade there with his camera, so maybe check out his channel if you want to see some of the individual stalls. For me, myself, there was a queue, which again I couldn't film. I got to the main doors and I think there was probably about 30 or 40 people in front of me. We were then, by the time we got in, that was about 8:30. By the time I got in, there was probably about another 60-70 people behind. I went into the main hall, got my I got my badge, little bracelet thing, £10 entrance fee, which isn't too bad. Went into the main hall and made ports around to the stalls, so I will show you what I have managed to buy. Okay, excuse the lighting. We are in the car at the moment, so you know, it is what it is. But here we have a nice jiffy envelope. With a number 10 on it. What could be inside this? Oh. Just throw it about, eh? It's a Jacklore. I can't say how long I've been after one of these. Just see if I can take it out without dropping the camera and give you a proper quick look. Okay, so knife and sheath and some information. It's got Sandy's contact details on, which just to preserve a little bit of confidentiality, I'm not going to broadcast over the channel. I'd look on his website, Jacklore Knives, and it's got all the details on there. But this is an absolutely beautiful knife, and as I say, my knowledge of knives is a learning knowledge. But let's just see if we can get this out of the sheath. There's a little bit of fingers and thumbs there. There we go. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And I said to Sandy, because he had one of these in walnut, and he had this one. I've already got a walnut handled knife, and I fancied something a bit different. And I said, is this curly birch? And it's not. It's a thing called Massa birch, stabilised scales, 4mm. Absolutely gorgeous knife. Very, very pleased I got this. Comes complete with the sheath, with the belt dangler. But absolutely beautiful. Now, I went back there. I think I bought this at about, show opened at 9 o'clock. I bought this knife at probably about 9:10. By 9:25, the the rest of the classics had gone. By 10:15, 45 minutes after the show had opened, there was a sign, orders only, all gone, all sold out. So, wow, beautiful. I think it's a nice, obviously I'm right-handed, but the actual feel of it, I mean, that is an absolute perfect size for my hand. Beautiful. Wow, I don't know, it's very, I think I'm very lucky to be able to have got one, because yes, they're well publicised, and I think that if you want something like this, it doesn't make sort of like 100 of these at a go or anything like that, just running them off one after the other. Each one's had care and attention. So was it worth the 160-mile drive followed by kipping in the car? Yep. Anyway, I better make a move in a minute and head back to home. Spend a bit of time with the family. There we have it. A happy purchaser. I can't believe how quickly those knives sell out. I mean, I think it was 45 minutes into the show and the sign's gone up, orders only. It's incredible. I couldn't believe it. I thought to myself, surely there's some under the counter, so to speak, or a couple more knocking about, but gone. He got the classics. There was some wasps as well, which is the little neck knife, and it was gone, sold. So it's 10 o'clock now. It's actually just coming up to 10:15. Quick look at the watch, and I'm going to make the journey back 160 miles north. So as I say, apologies for the lack of footage. I didn't see that many people videoing. I did see Scott from Wessex Blades with his camera and tripod and all the rest of it going round. So if you want some footage of the show, check out Scott's channel, because he'll undoubtedly have more footage than me. So I think I've probably put up a couple of stills and that's about it. But anyway, what can I say? Jacklore Classic knife. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry it's a little bit choppy. Obviously you can appreciate this has been filmed in the car. I think it's worth 160-mile journey and kipping in the car. I'll be honest with you, I've got a bit of backache, so I think a bit of a walk later might do the trick. So thank you very much for watching, and any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them. Thanks to everyone who's subscribing to the channel. Until next time, thanks for watching and bye for now.